Welcome to the video for Chapter 10, Section 1. In the first part of this chapter, we're going to talk about solving equations, and we're going to take harder looking equations and make them easier by rewriting them. Let's get started. So example 1, we are going to use multiplying just to rewrite our equation. So the equation that we have right now, you will see here, is x squared plus 1.5x minus 2.5 equals 0. So the thing that kind of makes this one look a little bit more challenging is the fact that we have the decimal values in there. So our goal right now is to multiply by a number that will help us to get rid of the decimals. So we're going to multiply to get rid of the decimals. Okay, so we need to think about what number do we need to multiply by. And you can multiply by all different kinds of numbers. Like for instance, we could multiply everything times 10. So we could do times 10 if we wanted to. That would move our decimal places over. That would give us all like nice integer values. We could also multiply by 2, right? Because it's 1.5 and negative 2.5, and each of those would be whole numbers then if we multiplied by 2. Any even number would work here, but I think the easiest one for us to solve then would be if we use the times 2. But you can use the times 10. So let's multiply everything in the equation times 2. So 2 times x squared is 2x squared. 2 times 1.5x is going to be 3x, and then 2 times negative 2.5 is going to be negative 5. Don't forget the other side of the equation though. 2 times 0 is just going to give us 0. Now we have a quadratic equation and there are no decimals in it, so you can use whatever method you would like to use to solve this. I'm going to use factoring, but you could use quadratic formula if you wanted to as well. Let's take it and set it up. We've got 2x squared, we've got negative 5, and then we've got our 3x in the bottom and negative 10x squared on the top. So two numbers that multiply to give us negative 10 and add to 3 would be 5x and negative 2x, and we'll put those in and finish our problem. Remember, you're looking for the greatest common factors. In this case, on this one, this would be an x, this would be 2x, this would be 5, and then this would be minus 1. So the equation has become 2x plus 5 times the quantity of x minus 1 is equal to 0. And now you can just use your zero product property like you're used to doing to solve for the values of x, right? So we're going to end up with negative 5 halves, which really is negative 2.5. And then our second answer, right, we add 1 to each side. We're going to end up with x equals 1. So we get negative 2.5, or you can look at it as negative 5 over 2. And 1 are our answers. Now to check it, right, you can still check it the same way. You can plug in each value in for x to make sure it makes it true. You could graph it and see where it crosses the x-axis. So you have some options for being able to check. This is the first example. The next video will go over example 2.